So I was talking about Motorola. The best part about that, when Motorola implemented or deployed Six Sigma, at that point in time, 1987, 1988, which is around 30 years ago, more than 30 years ago, they got $16 billion saving as a result of Six Sigma. So that's what the power of Six Sigma is. So I'll tell you how and why they started with Six Sigma. So as you can see on the screen, and I'm just reading it out from there only, that in early 1980s, they were facing a serious challenge in Japanese companies. The customers were not liking the product, they were not using the services, they were moving to some other competitors, and Motorola has not done any sort of innovation in the past. So they were using some old technologies, कुछ नया नहीं कर रहे थे वो, बस वही पुराना करी जा रहे थे. And the other competitors from Japan, because it was started in Japan only, they were offering much better product at lower price because they had a lot of margin. So Baki competitors was doing really good, but Motorola was not doing anything. Now, this gentleman, Bill Smith, he came up with an idea. He's got some good reputation in the market. So what he did is he requested some of the competitors that some of our team wants to visit to your plant and see that what all you do. Okay. And we want to learn from you to see what you guys are doing, because we are sinking away. Our business is going to be zero. We are not earning anything. So you guys are doing really well. Just give us a chance. Just want to look at what you guys are doing. So when Bill Smith and team, they visited the plant, they found that when they compared themselves with Motorola, they found that the internal defect rate was very, very high inside. They were making a lot of errors. The quality check was not up to the mark. There's a lot of rework happening in Motorola, and the repair rate was very, very high. The reliability was very low because some of the defects were passing on to the customer's inspection lapses. So there was no quality check in place, and the customer reliability is very, very low. This satisfied customer was shouting loudly, and he was taking away 10 potential customers. And as an effect of this, customers were lost to the competitors. By just focusing on these opportunities that we just listed, they were able to produce defect-free environment, and they were able to produce X amount of savings, which I just talked about in the past. If you notice, these 5 things which I just talked about, the learning from Motorola, are related with the dimensions of quality that we just talked about: the serviceability, the reliability, the durability, the competitive advantage. By just working on these principles, Motorola became the world #1 provider at that point in time. And then, therefore, they started with the Six Sigma methodology. So, which focusing on producing defect-free environment. So that is a history of Motorola, how they started, what challenges they face, and all. Okay. Now I'm going to, so since I talked about Six Sigma, I will slowly, gradually start talking about Six Sigma. We have talked about quality, we have talked about dimensions of quality. One question to all of you, what do you think, where all Six Sigma can be applied? Which all industries, which all departments, which all functions? Since you have good knowledge, you have gone through it. What do you think, what all industries where Six Sigma can be applied?
It can be applied anywhere. It's a domain neutral platform. So any kind of delivery, whether it is service or manufacturing, service or product, or even a function like an HR function, anywhere where any place where the failure needs to be reduced, Six Sigma can be applied.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter which function, which department, because there is an opportunity in each and every department of function. So thanks Ashwini for answering this. So you see here, each and every department in an organization, in a function where Six Sigma can be applied. So some of you from finance, some of you are from operations, some of you are part of quality itself, and in quality itself, Six Sigma can be applied. And you will be surprised to hear that even our Indian government is using Six Sigma, is using continuous improvement, because without that, nobody can survive. It is very, very important to use Six Sigma. And when I say Six Sigma, it is not only DMAIC, it's talking about all the methodologies where Six Sigma can be applied. So the intent of this slide to make you aware, to have a confidence in yourself that you have enrolled for this training. If you find an opportunity anywhere, this methodology which you're going to understand, which you're going to learn, you would be able to apply it anywhere you want. So this is just a list of the functions that we have, but anywhere you want to apply Six Sigma, you can do that. The heading of the slide says companies using Six Sigma. There are two key messages from this slide. What do you think these key messages are? Anybody wants to make an attempt? इस स्लाइड से दो की मैसेजेस पता चल रहे हैं. वो दो की मैसेजेस क्या हैं?
One is manufacturing and one is IT. I am able to see here, and one is in finance. Whatever you shown us, and Bharati is linked. There are different type of companies that using Six Sigma.
Okay.
So Subhapreet, I think it's what he rightly said. It's across industries and it's across geographies.
Absolutely. So that is one observation across industries and across companies. And the second key message from this slide is all the big brands, whether it's Bharti, whether it's Microsoft, whether it's Tata Motors, Steel. So all the big brands and all sort of industries are using Six Sigma. If I start naming those companies, we'll spend another half an hour talking about it. So the intent of showing this slide to make you aware that all the companies who have reached heights are using Six Sigma. Either they have a member, a quality department or a Six Sigma department, which helps them to deploy those principles, or else they use different consulting organizations like KPMG, Deloitte, EY, etc., to make those consulting happen. So, but they are using Six Sigma to work on it. I just looked at the chat and see that there's a question being asked by Ashwini, which says that along with DMAIC, will there be some classes on DFSS? This course is primarily focuses on DMAIC, the Black Belt course. And I understand where you're coming from, because now the focus is on design thinking as well. We will not be able to cover that in detail, but I will share some of the perspectives. I'll share some of the examples. I'll share the roadmap of DFSS, but all the tools and techniques, if you want to go for, there's another training for design thinking, Ashwini, and this is for everybody that you can go for.
All right.
And the next question, which I can see on the screen, which says, what is the difference between Six Sigma and total quality management? Okay, we have this question in the slide itself. So I will answer this. I know the answer, but I will answer this when the time comes so that everybody would be able to relate.
All right. Thank you.
Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I think now I would like to explain the Six Sigma. What is Six Sigma? Okay. I would like to explain it with a medical analogy to all of you. That how in the medical analogy, with the help of medical analogy or with the help of medical example, you'll be able to understand what Six Sigma is. I don't have a slide for this, but I just mentioned on the slide that let's begin with medical analogy, but please pay attention to what I'm saying and you'll be able to relate that what is Six Sigma. So we all know, since we have enrolled for the Black Belt training, we all know that there are 5 phases in Six Sigma in Black Belt or in a Green Belt sort of a program, which stand for define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. And we have a sort of basic understanding as well about high level, what do we do in all these phases. So define is basically defining the problem, defining the opportunity that we have in the hand. Measuring is that we are measuring that whatever problem that we are looking at, how big is the problem. We are measuring the problem to see that how big is the problem, what is the impact of the problem. Analyze is that when we analyze and try what are the impacting factors, which is due to that the problem exists. We try to identify the reasons. We try to do the root cause analysis in the analyze phase using certain tools and techniques. In the improve phase, we try and implement those solutions which would help to resolve the problem, which will improve the problem that we are facing. So just deploying solutions, working on the improvement ideas in the improve phase. And in the control phase, it's all about sustaining and holding the gains to ensure that we have reached where we wanted to, but we will not say that the project is closed or project is completed, because we really want to monitor it for some more time.